Oh, this is so exciting! 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, we're about to be sitting here for mad long again. Welcome back to my channel, guys. We are here for part 2 of Doki Literature Club. I've been fiending to play this all week. I just couldn't play it because I had homework to finish. But we are back, and we're about to get right on into it. Ugh. Here we go with this op. Please. If I remember correctly, last time we left off, we did the poem. Hi again, Tish. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I almost did. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tish. No problem. I'm here for you, and literally just you, nobody else. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it, well, you can make me accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Please. 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 Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Sayori! What is with everybody around here throwing each other under the bus? Why am I the topic of discussion? What did y'all do today? Why is Sayori talking about me? And also, I need to put the disclaimer out there. My friend told me today that Sayori is not our sister, contrary to popular belief, aka my belief. She's not our sister. She's our best friend or neighbor, something like that. I'm still not going for her either way though. Like, that doesn't change anything for me. It doesn't. Cause she's still clingy. This one, she's acting as if she doesn't have any attraction, and she's being mean about it. That's childish. Anyways, I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. So let me go. Like, I never wanted to join this stupid club in the first place. Y'all practically forced me. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki, you're gonna take that? You're gonna take that, bro? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying monika and manga. Manga is literature, which it is, because you have to read it. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tish always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. What? We're doing all that? How dependable. Oh, but that made us much more admirable in her light. Look at her. Thank you, Sayori. Good wingman. Good wingman. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Bro, am I our keeper? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? No. I might be a little jealous. We are moving things way too fast. How come? You and Tish can become good friends too. That's right, Sayori! You know what? I was just talking about you, but you're really my son for real. Dap me up. Like, look at her. She has my back. She has my back. Thank you, Sayori. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. No, she knows what she's doing, and she's 100% correct. W wingman. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. This is so cute. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh my god, is it a rare edition? I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Watch it be some classic novel. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. We will. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is also buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Bro, she's getting her manga. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. So she hasn't even read it yet? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Bro, this is literally like reading a Wattpad novel. I feel like I'm 13 again. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in a book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. Bro, be direct. You were staring at her. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Starting from the first page? Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Don't tell me she went out to Barnes & Noble and bought us one. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... No way, bro. You just met this guy yesterday. No shade. You just met me yesterday and you spending money already? These really are some teenagers. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Please. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Bro, be a man and say something, bro. Nothing's gonna happen if y'all keep beating around the bush. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Yeah, what's the title of this book? Who's the author? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. Was it a horror? She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. This seems like a book that I would read. Or if it was a TV show, I would definitely watch it. It sounds like something that would be on Netflix. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? But that's why I chose her, because she's just like me. You gotta find joy in the dark stuff. The dark stuff is just way more entertaining and beautifully written. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tish? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. So am I, though. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Me and you are on the same wavelength, Yuri. Like, we get it. You get me. You get me. That's why I was drawn to you from the moment we started this game. I knew that you were the love interest for me. See, the other girls don't get it. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Oh? Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Like what? And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Facts. The least I can do is listen. Hello? It's a literature club after all. Thank you. Like, you're able to talk about whatever you want here, Yuri. You're the only one talking about something for real. Everyone else is just yapping. No one else is saying nothing. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. I mean, while y'all are cuffing over here, what's everyone else in the club doing? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh my gosh! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Hold on, but oh, that's my hand in the corner. I was about to say, she hogging the book. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Bro, if we're this close, what is everyone else doing? Where's everyone else in the classroom? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. She's so nice. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Whoa. How? You think so? How does she? Yeah, how does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. That kind of sounds like me too. Maybe I like Yuri so much because I see myself in Yuri. But I wouldn't want someone saying this to me. I don't know. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Tish, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't want to hear that. What a flop. Why would he mess that up? That's so embarrassing that you think that. Yeah, why would you say that? But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. What a fumble. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. But that's not something you even say to anyone. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay everyone, here comes Monika. Here she go. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Yikes! I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back in my bag. Why does she keep popping up at the worst times, bro? Her face just pisses me off. She irks me. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Right, because... I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. But didn't we write the poem last night? And we chose the words that mostly resemble Yuri, and we're about to read it in front of the whole club. She knew what she was doing, bro. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, it was for Yuri, so let's do Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. And what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? No, for real. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Am I that good? I'm just that good, girl. You just gotta get with it. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if it's breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Alright, Miss Analysis, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Bro, I just clicked a bunch of words at the end of the day. I didn't do all this. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I wasn't interested in getting into poetry, Yuri. You're going off the rails again. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Probably all three. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Please don't. She's gonna go on for another 5 minutes. No. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, we actually do get to see the poem. Okay, Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I don't know what that meant, but it sounded very metaphorical. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, what is she talking about, bro? I wasn't thinking that at all. She's one of those people that fishes for compliments. 'Cause what? That was perfect cursive. Was it not? Or not cursive, but... Is it calligraphy? I don't know, but that was perfect. But it took you a long time to read. Bro, don't play with me. No, it didn't. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Alright, bro. Are you trying to say that I can't digest anything further than this? Yuri, you're starting to lose me. You're starting to get a little condescending. Just a tad bit. You're losing me. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tish. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. Cause I'm trying to go home, bro. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her, I don't care about this, in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I don't have to read everybody's poem, right? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this shy girl, act, it's getting old quick. And it's after, every single, second. You fish for a compliment and then start blushing. Oh my god, really? It's getting tired. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tish. Me too. Oh my god, I gotta talk to all of them? Let's get Monica out the way. Hi, Tish. Yo, close your mouth. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tish. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Tish. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Why are you so fake? She sounds like people in the discussion board just trying to get any type of response. They're just trying to meet the requirements of the assignment for the week, where you just gotta give 2 responses. She sounds just like that. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some sort of effort. Mudgy, stop! Bro, I just noticed my cat's chewing on my wire. Please. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Here she goes. Why are you in my business, Monica? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likely uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. What? Nobody was even talking about Sayori. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by the feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I mean, I never asked you for any of that either. So we all just never asked. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahahaha. What that mean? Yeah, ahahaha. What that mean? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Why is this so long? Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image, is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Who's he? Who is this about? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular these days. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Yeah, you're right. No trauma bonding. No trauma dumping. Wait till you guys are close enough and comfortable with each other enough before you drop really deep, dark back story and lore, okay? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. I didn't ask for your advice, Monica. She's sounding like a robot now. Thanks for listening. Alright, I guess we'll choose Sayori next. This is a good poem, Tish. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Why does everyone have such low expectations of me? Especially you, because from everyone else, from what I'm hearing is that you're the one that's gonna be like the worst. So why are you judging me? Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how much you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tish. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yawn. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold that to you then. hold you to that then. Jesus, can I read any faster? Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Wait, what? This isn't serious. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast is so real. Yo, she's dumb. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad dream, or bad poem, sorry. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yikes. Kindergarten, that's what he means. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. No, she's right, because if you're already late, you might as well get some breakfast. Like, what's the point of being late and hungry? I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. What? Yeah, like, what's with her and Monika? But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright. Last one, Natsuki. Don't be insulting me this whole time. Tish, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Oh, I want to skip, but I'm not going to just for the sake of the video. Like, I'm not trying to hear her. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Girl, nobody's trying to talk to you for real. Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I didn't put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. No, yeah, let's back it out. Where's the poem? The poem that you're so confident about that you're shaming mine before you even touch the paper. Like, you didn't even see the paper. Painful to think about? Fine. Clocked it. He clocked her T. Well, sorry. It'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. I probably would. This girl's not serious. That's exactly why the music changed to something dumb and elementary as this. Like, she can't be serious. She's talking about me, but she's just listing all the animals that she could think of. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Bro, stop wasting my time, bro. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I don't like it. Stop lying to her. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because it's garbage. Stop trying to spare her feelings, bro. She's been so rude since the moment I got in here, and I didn't even want to join. That's probably why they don't got no other members, because she yaps too much. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. so people don't take my writing seriously. I mean, if you're talking about monkeys and gorillas and cheetahs at a high school level, I mean, you tell me. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. That didn't hit me no how, though. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Please, I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decide to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care I can't even see. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can't stand up to theirs. I mean, we saw 2 of them that were really garbage. Stop being so modest, you know? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Well, you can't even interpret hers at all, so let's dial it back. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh my gosh, bro, shut up. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Tish did too. Well, I didn't say all that. I did not say all that. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Tish liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tish appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. What is going on here? Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you really that full of yourself? Ladies. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? No, yeah, like what is going on right now? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tish started showing up. What? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tish, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this, Sir Tish. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tish? I don't care. That's the problem. I don't care. Y'all are doing too much. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, I have to really choose? So of course that's going to be... Well, Natsuki, I'm a girl's girl, and you threw her under the bus for what? Like... Sorry. You're right, I liked your poem. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Yeah, for real. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Yawn. I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have been happening in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She'll be fine. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Bro, Sayori. Shut up. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Bro, she's so dramatic. She'll be fine. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. Like, at all. She's so dramatic, bro. Like, no one's chasing after you. You'll be fine. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe in you. Thanks, Tish. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Jeez, man. What an episode. Like, what's going on today? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Oh, she came back? Tish, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Tish, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Yeah, that whole fight was ridiculous, by the way. Like, that just blew up out of nowhere. Does that thing kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Well, hate is a strong word. Like, I just met them yesterday. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Tish, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. She's so like happy-go-lucky, completely oblivious to everything that's going on. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Yeah, she doesn't know nothing. Nothing's going on up in that head. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh! We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yeah, because I imagine she don't be listening. Yeah, let's do this. Alright guys, after I finish this poem, I'm gonna end the part. So I think we have to do the same words for the person that we're going for. After that whole scene, Natsuki, out. Can't deal with women throwing other women under the bus just for a man's attention. That's not me. That's a chop. And it's still not showing Monika. I wonder why. Yuri, I feel like she fishes for compliments a lot, and that's kind of, irritating me a little bit. Sayori, she's kind of dumb though. But it's like it's a dumb that like gets more endearing as it goes. I feel like I could go for either one, but I feel like Sayori's kind of, I don't know. She doesn't seem as clingy in this one. Like she was more so like pushing us to become friends with other people. To be fair, let's go for both. Oh, no. Not you. Like, pipe down. Frightening. But I still do like Yuri. Because she's more like me. Uncontrollable. We're just choosing anything at this point. Passion, analysis, after image, balance. Oh, yikes. We're just choosing anything at this point that I feel like either one of them would like. Oh, okay. So let's pause it right there. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it off right there. I will see you guys in the next part. I hope you guys enjoyed. Monika was not as irritating this part. That role has transferred off to Natsuki. L Natsuki, W Yuri. That's all I have to say for this part. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!